Example 8. So once again, we are going to use that eccentricity formula, E equals C over A. We need to begin in example 8 by finding the denominator for A. Well, notice how there is no denominator in the first term. So anytime there is no denominator, we can set that denominator as 1. So we can see here that A squared equals 1. Square root both sides, so A is going to equal 1. Now we can find C using the formula C squared equals A squared plus B squared. C squared is going to equal 1 plus 144, because B is 144. And that would give us 145, square root both sides, to get C equals the square root of 145, which is approximately 12.04. So at this point, we go to our formula. E equals C over A, so that's going to be 12.04 over 1. So E equals 12.04. Example 9. So here we need to begin once again with A. A squared equals 36. Square root both sides. A equals 6. We can see that C squared equals A squared plus B squared. So C squared equals 36 plus 196. C squared equals 232. Square root both sides. C equals 2 square roots of 58. And then we're going to go to the formula E equals C over A. E equals 2 square roots of 58 over 6, which reduces to square root of 58 over 3. And you can put that in the calculator to get approximately 2.54. So we can see here that the eccentricity of example 8 is greater than the eccentricity of example 9. So if you were to graph that, you could see that the hyperbola would be more open than the hyperbola in example 9.